Surprise! The global oil crisis is pushing people toward buying electrified cars. We'll talk more about it in moments, but first, Framework has spent the last 6 years showing the industry it's possible to build a modular and repairable laptop. But CEO Nirav Patel knows there's a ceiling to its ambitions it needs to smash if it wants to take its place among the giants of the industry. It needs to improve the look and feel of its machines while boosting performance to the point where a Framework product isn't seen as a compromise. The benchmark for us is the MacBook Pro, Patel told Engadget back in April. The Framework Laptop 13 Pro is his attempt to build a laptop as good as that, but for Linux and Windows users. It's one hell of a target, and I'm delighted to tell you that the Framework Laptop 13 Pro is the best Windows laptop I've ever used. It looks good, performs beautifully, and feels amazing to touch. Head over to Engadget.com and check out Daniel Cooper's full review of the Framework Laptop 13 Pro. And the Federal Communications Commission's recently announced ban on foreign-made robots and power inverters also extends to robot vacuums, The Verge reports. Based on a statement provided to the publication by the FCC, the Commission's ban on robots covers new robot vacuum cleaners because they technically fit the ban's admittedly broad definition. The FCC defines advanced robotic devices as a software-controlled autonomous robot that can perceive its environment, weighs more than 4.4 pounds, inclusive of its dock, travels across the ground, and offers wireless connectivity. As The Verge notes, that description could fit a wide range of devices, many of which don't come to mind when you think of the bipedal robots that are currently all the rage in Silicon Valley. Like the ban on wireless routers, robot vacuums that are currently available in the U.S. can continue to be sold, but any new model will require the company to apply for a waiver. And because the vast majority of robot vacuums aren't manufactured in the U.S., companies like Dream and Roborock are Chinese, for example, the whole industry could be impacted. Remember, you can find the latest gadget news, reviews, price drops, and more right now at Engadget.com. Electrified vehicle sales hit new highs around the world as 50 countries saw quarterly records in Q2 of 2026, according to the International Energy Agency, IEA. Sales of EVs and PHEVs rose 4% year-over-year and 35% over the previous quarter and are now expected to reach 29% of global car sales worldwide in 2026. Much of that boom was driven by fuel price spikes caused by the U.S. and Iran conflict. Road vehicles account for nearly half of global oil use, making the sector particularly exposed to fuel price spikes and supply disruptions, the IEA wrote. The gain for electrified vehicles comes during a down period for the auto industry. Global car sales dropped 5% in the first half of 2026, largely due to falling shipments in the world's two largest car markets, China and the U.S. Electric car sales were already down in the U.S. after the Trump administration eliminated federal EV tax credits and weakened fuel economy rules for internal combustion engine vehicles. Elsewhere, though, consumers were bullish on EVs, with sales in India, Brazil, Australia, and Korea hitting new highs in the first half of 2026. Europe also experienced big gains, with the UK, for one, seeing a 35% increase in BEV registrations over last year, according to the Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders. BEV and PHEV vehicles have made up 36% of total car registrations in the UK so far in 2026, according to the Society of Motor Manufacturers and Traders report. China has been the biggest beneficiary of the EV boom, with companies like BYD starting to tap new markets in Europe and elsewhere. The share of electric cars in China's car exports rose from around 35% in 2025 to more than 45% in the first half of 2026, the IEA said. The nation is currently building more EVs than it's selling, though, with an estimated 1 million electric vehicles currently sitting unsold. Worryingly for EV manufacturers in other countries, China holds a leading position across the battery value chain, with integrated supply chains, strong battery capabilities, and production costs that are around 35% of that in advanced economies, the IEA report states. It added that other nations will require coordinated efforts between government and industry to close that gap. Thanks for listening to the show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe on Apple Podcasts. Today's show featured journalism by Engadget contributor Steve Dent and was produced by Spoken Layer. I'm Imran Sheikh, and we'll talk more tomorrow.
Spoken Layer.